You can ask me any question you want and I'll answer it. It has to be non-leading. So you can't say something like, why are you okay with Biden killing millions with no health care? Because that's leading. I'm not okay with that. But you should ask me questions like, how do I think blank will work? If you can do that, I'll answer it.
That's what I did at the beginning. Your claim was that the Democratic Party will move to the left if we vote for them, but that hasn't been shown to be the case under Obama 2 times. So what exactly would be different for Joe Biden, and how will you push him to the left when he only plans on serving one term anyway?
So there are a few questions there, but I can try to answer it. So the DNC as an institution is primarily interested in assuming a sort of perpetual control over one half of the American political discourse. That's their goal. That's one of the reasons why Bernie Sanders ran for president as a Democrat, even though he had been in the Senate as an independent, because he, and along with pretty much every other political actor, recognizes that the DNC has a monopoly on left-leaning political engagement, particularly with regard to presidential elections. So, with that being said, the DNC's perpetuity relies on the idea of them tricking their voting constituency into believing they're representing their interests. It's very important to the DNC and to the people who represent the DNC that the voters believe the DNC represents their interests. After all, if every Democrat hated the DNC, we would see a very different political environment. There are plenty of Democrats who hate the system, but not that many Democrats who hate the DNC, or who hate Pelosi, for example, who is pretty representative of the DNC in its current state, alongside, I guess, Obama and Hillary Clinton to a lesser extent. So what we need to do as leftists is show these Democrats that they should not trust or like the DNC. Now, most Democrats are too normie, too sheeple, if you will, to recognize how fucked up what happened to Bernie Sanders was in 2016 and in 2020, in this election as well. So we need to try and get them on more approachable, manageable axes of frustration. For example, right now, today, Democrat support for the DNC is very, very high because the DNC hasn't had to do shit in 4 years. All the problems with this country that we've been weathering, Democrats have been blaming Trump because Trump is the obvious boogeyman. Now, if Biden wins, I don't think Biden is going to fix this country at all. I think he'll be marginally better in some respects. I think that his approach towards climate change is much, much, much better than I expected. And there are some other issues that he definitely has like the hard, correct line on. For example, he's probably not going to send federal troops into black bag protesters, at least maybe not as much. He's probably not going to just remove healthcare rights from gay and trans people just for like literally no reason. That's also a good thing. Abortion rights will be more secure, Supreme Court appointments, so on and so forth. You know, not perfect, a little bit better. But all the major problems in this country are going to continue to exist under Biden. All the major ones, particularly with regards to COVID-19, global financial crisis, inflation, what have you, stagnating wages. And now that we have Biden in office, alongside progressive or even socialist Democrats who have a better can show a better way, Democrats are going to wake up to the idea that these problems in America aren't just a product of Trump, they're a product of the system, something that goes beyond party. And they're going to see people like AOC or Bernie Sanders, the Squad, whatever, these progressive candidates, and realize, like these people have been saying, it's not enough to be anti-Trump. You have to be anti-capitalism. And that's what I'm looking to do. I think showing Democrats the failure of Joe Biden is the best way to radicalize them towards the left, because showing them the failure of Donald Trump isn't radicalizing them towards the left at all. It's just radicalizing them away from Trump. That's my position. It's not about Biden's position. It's about his relative position of weakness and what we can do. That'll be our job in a Biden presidency, to be the shining city on the hill. So the Democrats will go, hey, I thought Biden would fix things. And we get to go, no, he was never going to fix things, but something else can. And we pick up those pieces. That's what I dream of. I think that's the most effective strategy moving forward. I've spent a lot of time talking with historians, and this actually seems to be a very effective way of radicalizing people to the left previously. There are mirrors of this plan that took place in the Weimar Republic in Germany, which had far more socialist than we do in America today, and other European countries, and in Latin America as well. You show them the failings of the order, and then you show them a better way. That's my plan. I know I've talked for a while, but you asked me sort of a very broad question.
And I think that was a good explanation. I really do. You said that liberals will be more radicalized.